confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Murray going to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 56. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Allen off the play fake. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Murray now to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Murray now. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Into space at the 45. And he's got room. And finally taken down at the 34. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Allen going to throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And Greg Dortch now to return it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Cardinals 7. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. But let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Cook has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On play action, Allen. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here comes Dortch on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Allen to throw once more. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To the air, Allen. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, and Charles, this is intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 61 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Back now in Buffalo, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Bass now to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Flushed it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Now Murray off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Half 85, half 85. Half. What's that?
Throwing now is Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
And everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. In motion, the tight end. Allen now looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First down, here's the run with Cook. 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Flush to his right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. formation. Now it's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll go down at the 28.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Able to get this one to McBride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here. Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.